Good, very good day to you all, wherever you are around the world. This is the LFC Connection. I'm Dr. J, and we're talking Liverpool news, reviews, analysis, and issues, positives, negatives. It's all about Liverpool right here. Liverpool had their first game yesterday versus Newcastle, the EPL opener 2026-2027, as you all know. It's a 2-2 draw. It wasn't a great game, but nevertheless, that's what it is at times when it's the first game of the season. A new coach, team in transition, and a lot of things happening, and a lot of things that are not happening. So, not a great performance, but nevertheless, got away with a point, which could be vital down the stretch for the rest of the season. So, let's get into some of the team news. Now, the biggest news for Liverpool over the past 3 weeks is the approach and the interest in Bradley Barcola. But at the moment, from that game versus Newcastle, Liverpool doesn't have a wing problem. Liverpool has an engine problem. If Liverpool was an airplane, Liverpool has an engine problem, not a wing problem. Some sort of like a wing problem. But the most important for me is down in the middle of the park for Liverpool. The the midfield that Liverpool had doesn't have enough grit, doesn't have enough guile, doesn't have enough physical presence, and that is a problem. As you saw those counterattacks yesterday from Newcastle, they all kind of sprung through the middle, and there was no resistance there. So now you had Jeremy Jacquet and Virgil van Dijk scampering in panic, trying to stop the counterattack from these speedy attackers from Newcastle, and that's going to happen throughout the season if that is not addressed. We can't lose the ball in certain position when the team is so advanced. It's so advanced. So Liverpool definitely, I spoke about before the problem that we need to fix the central defensive area. That's kind of fixed, a little bit of stopgap. Barcelona offered a player they don't want. Which team offers their captain? Got to be something wrong. You know, I think Arujo he's a good defender on his good day, but on his bad day, he can be a liability. But we're just hoping he can, have a good season and kind of reclaim some of his former heroics, so to speak. Jeremy Jacquet still got to get used to the EPL. The speed kind of really got to him yesterday. But for some spurts of the game, you see the talent. And so the preseason, we saw the talent. But midfield definitely going to get addressed. Liverpool needs that gritty number six. They have to get that gritty number six. Not everybody can be a Fabinho, not everybody can be a Rodri, but Liverpool needs that protector of the back four, protector of the center backs, the protector that allows Gravenberg to probably step up a little bit if he's not the one on the bench, or allows Szoboszlai to step up some more. So Liverpool needs that gritty number six, and that is something that's got to be addressed. Florian Wirtz. Last year, I guess a lot of Liverpool fans gave him the benefit of the doubt, the coach and the CEO, the director of football, and even his parents. Everybody gave him the benefit of the doubt. And this year got to be a big season for Florian Wirtz, or else at the moment, and I said to the latter parts of last year, if I was a manager of Liverpool, Florian Wirtz wouldn't be I don't know, one of the first names on the team sheet for games. He would have to come off the bench for certain games and start in certain games. There are certain high intensity games where he definitely come off the bench because he has shown for the most part of last season and for yesterday, he's a luxury player. He's a luxury player. The tenacity is not there. The impetus is not there for him. He thinks he has all the time in the world. This is the Premier League. You have no time. You have 3 to 5 seconds, if that, for somebody to be on your back, on your feet, pushing you over, taking that ball from you. And he's got to realize that. He's got to get a little bit more robust, a little bit more rough. And there are certain games, for me, definitely would have to come off the bench in the latter stages of the game. I know he can be a game changer, but we have seen for probably 20 games where he's just a luxury player. Young Rio on the right is not going to happen, at least for now. at least for now. So with Liverpool having three left wingers, the right wing situation got to get ironed out. We don't see Bradley Barcola in that PSG team, so more than likely he will be coming to Liverpool. But don't be surprised if he goes elsewhere. You know, we have seen the same thing with Mark Guay, where Liverpool waited for him for the last minute. You know, for the 90th minute, so to speak, and he went elsewhere. So we gotta be prepared for that. And I think Liverpool is kind of being prepared for that. Then out of left field, there was an offer for Yankuba Minte. No knock on Yankuba Minte. He's a raw, great talent. But it shows that Liverpool's kind of scampering a bit. Kind of scampering a bit. I guess there were players lined up in the event that Arne Slaughter stayed, but that script is scrapped. Well, I'm wondering, did Andoni Iraola, come into Liverpool with, you know, his shopping list of players he would have wanted? Or was he told that, hey, just do your managerial thing, do your coaching thing, and we'll take care of the rest? You know, I don't know what's happening there. Curtis Jones has left. For me, I always say to myself, if Curtis Jones left, got sold on a Thursday, his replacement got to be coming in on a Tuesday. It's Monday now, so hopefully by Tuesday or Wednesday, his replacement will be at AXA training. Because with Liverpool, we see players leaving and nobody to fill their spots. Not every time you can get players like Mo Salah. You don't replace Mo Salah. Not right now, really, right? Like for like, but somebody who can fill that position. And I think that's where Bradley Barcola comes in. But Curtis Jones, no matter how you probably got on your nerves, but overplaying the ball, over touching, and getting a little bit overdoing things, you still got to replace the likes of Curtis Jones, because he can be very helpful, and he was instrumental in a lot of games last year and in the title winning year the year before. So what's happening? We don't know. We still gotta wait and see. But Newcastle Liverpool game, that really showed a lot of things that a lot of Liverpool fans were fearing, and everybody's saying the same thing. And it's not because everybody's a copycat. It's like you're just looking at the game, even if you didn't play it or you can't play it, but you understand the game a little bit, then you understand that there are areas that need to be addressed, and soon. On the stopgap thing is not going to cut it. I say it once and I say it again. Liverpool is a big club making small moves, and then what do you expect? You're going to get medium outcomes. Big club, small moves, medium outcomes. That's what's happening. Everybody's doing their business early, you know. So, well, as the hierarchy probably have stated to the coach, by September 1, you'll get some players in. But who will you get in? Will it be like knee-jerk reactions, stopgap players, or clubs offering players? Because that offer by Barcelona for Araujo came out of left field, and I think some people think it's a blessing. It could be. Could also be a curse, because which team gives up their captain, one of their captains? He's been having problems. He's been having problems, so we hope we can really, come into this Liverpool team and find himself. Yes, but with that being said, Liverpool really needs to sign some players. I think, the hierarchy was thinking they could have probably, hold what they have and get through this, but no. You're trying to pinch pennies, you finish outside of the Champions League, outside of the Europa League, then you're going to lose more than pennies right there. So, um, Liverpool is in some spot of trouble right now, and we hope for this coming week we'll see who Liverpool intends to bring in, the areas that they need to address, and if there's any more players going out. So we are looking and we are waiting. It's business. It's business, and you got to balance the books. You can't just go and sign players willy-nilly, but there are players out there. A lot of people would say the market is thin. There are players out there. Central midfield position, there are players out there that, with the right price, they're probably waiting for Liverpool. Probably Liverpool don't know of them, or, they're thinking that, we can continue with Ryan Gravenberch and the deep role, which you probably could. But we see him get faded in games by the 70th, 75th minute. I had a list of players who would have been substituted in whatever time, and it was very close, very, very close. And Ryan Gravenberch was one of them. A very good player for the first 4 to 5 minutes of the game, but by the 70th minute, he's faded out. So it was a difficult game, but it was only game one, so kind of worrying, but not pressing that panic button yet. But we look on to the week and the second game and see what happens. So drop some comments, drop a like if you like what I'm saying, and suggest some players that Liverpool could sign and the areas that Liverpool needs to address the most or most urgent. It's Dr. J, it's the LFC Connection. Just remember that this is just a game, but Liverpool is our team. So we're going to watch the games responsibly. Please don't be breaking your TVs and shouting at your TV. Enjoy the game. This is LFC Connection. It's Dr. J. Like, share, and subscribe. See you on the next one. Peace.